can see the drainage hole for this is right there. I'm gonna get you up close to one of these drainage tubes. Can you hear that? Listen, I'm gonna put the mic right in there. So we're gonna use this bottle of water and this weed whacker wire here to show you 2 ways to help keep your interior dry, how to protect yourself from possible sunroof leaks. First, we're going to look at how to keep a car that you already own free of sunroof leaks for the long term. And second, I'm gonna show you how to check a used car for signs of sunroof leaks. So we'll take a look. This is camera guy James's Jetta here. And I'm gonna just pour some water in here. The seal that it forms there, with standing water on it, will get through that, right? So the water has to be able to drain out of this system. Pour a bit of this here. What we can see is behind the wheel there. So there are these drainage passageways built into this roof that allow rainwater, car wash water, and whatever to flow out like this. I wanted to give you sort of the general anatomy of how that works. The important thing is that water is going to get past this seal. You've got sort of an opening set into the structure of the roof. Water has to be able to drain out around that. So let's go over to the Silverado. And so I can't see it from my angle, but let me have a look here for reference. Can you hear that?
I can hear draining.
You can actually hear it sucking the water through there. I just pour some more water down into the back part of this opening. And that's what it looks like when this system's working properly. So the point is that inside of the sunroof is a gravity-fed drainage system that is designed to move the water safely from this opening down onto the ground below. If you've got a newer car or truck and you want to keep that system working, keep that water from overflowing and finding its way into your cabin elsewhere where it can cause damage, then what a lot of people will do is take a piece of this stuff. This is just weed whacker wire. You can find this for a couple of bucks at Home Hardware, and just get that into the drainage hole and start fishing it around. So we poured the water in. We use that to help find the drain hole. It's tricky to see with the camera, but it's here. Now this is soft, kind of flexible wire. I'm just fishing this through here. This is a brand new truck. This hasn't seen its first oil change yet, so there's no blockage or debris. What you want to do is just kind of fish some of this down into here, wiggle it around. If your car's 10, 12 years old, there's gonna be a lot of sand, bugs, dirt, all kinds of stuff in there, and it's gonna slow that drainage down. So pull this back out. That drain hole is now clean. There's probably 3 more. They're usually on each corner of the sunroof. Point is, if you've got a car with a sunroof now, you want to keep this system working and possibly prevent very serious headaches down the line. That's all you need to do. Now I'm going to show you how to check a used car to see if it might be suffering from this problem or if it ever has. So if I'm buying a used car, if I see a sunroof, I know that a sunroof leak is fairly unlikely, but still potentially a really big pain in the butt. And there's a few things that I want to check. I'll show you what those are. What we're going to do here is look for evidence of a water leak, whether it's happening currently or maybe has happened in the past. A couple of key things you're going to want to check. If you've got a sunroof water leak, typically the water is going to build up in the front passenger footwells or in carpeted areas close to the outside of the car if you've got an interior water leak. So what that means when you've got a vehicle with a sunroof is that you should automatically be pressing your hand down into here and looking for any signs of moisture or dampness. In this case, obviously dry as a bone. This car is pretty new. And you would do that at each seat. Pay close attention to the carpeted rocker panel area near the door as well. Anything kind of low and to the outer edge of the vehicle's floor. That's a key area for water to build up if you've got a leak. I've also seen reports of sunroof leaks causing water to come in around things like the dome lights or around these sort of clips here that go up and attach into the ceiling. I'd say that's less common. What you can look for here is, again, signs of moisture, maybe some water staining marks as if this had previously been wet. There's no reason for that to be wet. That's a key warning sign. Usually a sunroof leak, sometimes a windshield seal. But the point is, check this kind of upper area of your ceiling liner where it meets the windshield. Close attention around these mounting points for the sun visors and around any of these upper controls here on the ceiling console. Sorry, I should have told you I was going to be rooting for your car. And the third sign that you have or may have had a water leak in the used car you're considering can often be found under here. So again, when you see a sunroof, or really this is a good check for any used car, I'm trying to find bare sheet metal. Okay, so this is the actual floor of the vehicle. And down here where the spare tire is, There could be standing or pooled water, signs of moisture, a heavy mold or mildew smell, or of course rust. So that's it. That's my 2 best pieces of advice to help keep your interior clean. If you're buying a used car, you know to check up above the ceiling above you, down in the carpeting, under the spare tire well. If you have a vehicle with a sunroof that's not leaking, just a little fishing with that weed whacker wire a couple of times a year is going to keep that drainage system working and help keep your interior dry. Until next time, my name's Justin Pritchard. Take care and drive safe.